Good morning, students. We are discussing about probability. Last 2-3 periods, I explained many definitions on probability. So what I have discussed, I repeat once again in briefly. I am not going to explain in detail. And I told you, complete this chapter is only depend upon the simple definitions. Without these definitions, we cannot find any answers on this chapter. Calculations are very simple, nothing difficult is here, but all the simple calculations depend upon all these definitions, especially random experiment, event, sample space, equally likely. So, and how can you find the probability? So I repeat once again, first one what you have discussed. First one, probability. So what is the meaning of probability? So uncertainty can be measured mathematically is known as probability. Probability means measure of uncertainty by mathematics. Uncertainty can be measured mathematically is known as probability. Next, second definition, random experiment. So what is the meaning of random experiment? Yes. Random experiment. An experiment is said to be a random experiment. It satisfies two conditions. Very important, two conditions. So condition number one, it has more than possible outcomes. Again, what is the meaning of possible outcomes? Suppose tossing a coin, tossing a coin, tossing a coin. So what you will get? Either head turns up or tail turns up. Head or tail, these two are called as possible outcomes. Okay, again, we come to random experiment. So an experiment is called random experiment. It satisfies two conditions. Condition number one, more than one possible outcomes. More than one possible outcomes. So condition number two, it is not possible to predict the outcome in advance. It is not possible to predict. Predict means say, or we cannot say. We cannot tell the outcome in advance. So we cannot predict the outcome in advance. Then you can say that the experiment is called as random experiment. Now coming to third one, very important definition, that is sample space. Yes, what is the meaning of sample space? So one by one there is a link between one by one definition. Sample space is the set, consists of all the possible outcomes of a random experiment. Consists of all the possible outcomes. Suppose a die is thrown. A die is thrown is example for a random experiment. So what are the possible outcomes? Yes, maybe one turns up, or two turns up, or three turns up, or four turns up, or five turns up, or six turns up. So these are the possible outcomes if a die is thrown. Then just to make a list of all the possible outcomes, write within flower bracket, it is denoted by S, then it is called as sample space. Very simple. Sample space is the set consisting of all the possible outcomes of a random experiment. Then it is called as sample space and it is denoted by S. Next, N of S. So N of S means total number of possible outcomes present in the sample space. Total number of possible outcomes. So how many are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 possible outcomes. So N of S. So definitely, so this is very important. We will use in future classes N of S complete while we are calculating probability. So this is very important. N of S means total number of possible outcomes in a sample space, that is N of S. Suppose a tossing a coin, S, what is the value of N of S in this experiment? That is 2, either head turns up or tail turns up. Yes, what is the meaning of sample space? Sample space is the set consisting of all the possible outcomes of a random experiment. Then it is called sample space. So it is denoted by S. And also you remember one more point, that is total number of possible outcomes in the sample space, that is N of S, is equal to 6. Next, very important, another one, yes, event. So every period I am discussing about all these definitions. Why? Because all these definitions are very important. quantifier calculation purpose. Event. So event means subset of the sample space. Subset of the sample space. Suppose consider same example here. So sample space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is very important. A description of the experiment, that is a die is thrown, a random experiment. Sample space S is equal to, we have 6 options, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Event means, let's consider any or condition. You mention a condition here, getting a perfect square. Getting a perfect square, as from this set, yes, perfect square. Perfect square means it is a product of two identical factors. So two identical factors means that is 1 into 1 is equal to 1. So 2 into 2 is equal to 4. 3 into 3 is equal to 9, and so on. So these are all called as perfect square. Yes, getting a perfect square. From this, yes, select only what will get perfect square. Only perfect square. Yes, 1 is perfect square. Yes, 4 is perfect square. Don't write 9. 9 is not here. Just I showed example. So only 1 and 4. These two are the perfect square. So generally events are denoted by E1, E2, E3, E4 and so on. So event subset of a 1 and 4. These two possible outcomes are also present in the set S. So therefore E1 is subset of S. E1 is subset of S because 1, 4 is also present in the set S. So therefore E1 is called subset of S. So subset nothing but event. So event means all the subset of a random experiment, all the subset. Then it is called as event. So including S, and very important, that is null set also. So null set is also subset of every set, and itself is also subset of every set. So therefore what is the meaning of event? So event nothing but a subset of a random experiment is called an event. Yes, coming to next one, next definition of that, occurrence of an event. Occurrence of an event. Yes, what is the meaning of occurrence of an event? Yes, when the outcome of a random experiment satisfies the condition mentioned. Suppose, as I will consider an example, tossing a coin here. Tossing a coin. This is example for random experiment. What are the possible outcomes? Either head turns up or tail turns up. Yes. Now I will mention one condition here, that is getting a tail. Getting a tail. This is the condition mentioned. Condition mentioned. Compulsory. We must get a tail. Yes. What is the possible outcomes? That is T. So this possible outcomes satisfies this condition mentioned. Getting a tail, yes, T is the possible outcomes. Suppose getting a head, H is the possible outcomes. Okay, now therefore it is called as occurrence of an event. What is the meaning of occurrence of an event? When the outcome of a random experiment satisfies the condition mentioned in the event. What is the event here? Getting a tail. This is condition mentioned in the event. So this is occurrence of an event. Yes, next one, favorable outcome. Yes, next definition, favorable outcomes. What is the meaning of favorable outcomes? Very important, the outcome which ensures the occurrence of the occurrence of the random experiment. The outcomes which ensures the occurrence of an event. Let's consider again throwing a die once. For example, yes, what is the sample space? Yes, is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, yes, getting a perfect square or odd numbers. Getting odd numbers. This is a condition mentioned or the description of an event. Yes, call it as event number 1. Select odd numbers 1, 3, 5. Only these three are the possible outcomes. These three possible outcomes ensures the occurrence of the event. Very, very, very important. These three possible outcomes, either 1 or 3 or 5, ensures the occurrence of an event, then favorable outcome. So getting odd number 1, 3, 5 are called as favorable outcome. Yes. Next, what I have discussed, the next one, very important, that is equally likely. Equally likely. Yes, what is the meaning of equally likely? Yes, equally likely. Yes, for example, tossing a coin. Yes, possible outcomes, head or tail. Yes, next, head appears or tail appears, either head appears or tail appears, is called as equally likely. Head appears or tail appears. Thus, suppose a die is thrown, possible outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all are equally likely. Why? Because yes, 1 appears 1 time, 2 appears 2 times, 3 appears 3 times, 4 appears, sorry, 1 appears 1 time, 2 appears is also 1 time, 3 appears is also 1 time, 4 appears 1 time, 5 appears 1 time, 6 appears 1 time, all are equally likely here. Next one is not equally likely. Yes, not equally likely. Yes, what is the meaning of not equally likely? Suppose a bag contains, yes, 4 blue balls. A bag contains 4 blue balls and only 1 red ball. Identical blue balls, 4 identical blue balls, 1 identical red balls. So the experiment is only 1 ball is drawn from the bag without looking into the bag. We have to pick only 1 ball without looking into the bag. This is the event or as condition mentioned. We have to pick only 1 ball. Is it equally likely? No. Why? Because we have 4 options here. You have to pick only 1 ball. So how many balls are there in the bag? So just to think, this is the bag. So how many balls are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So among these 5, 4 are blue balls identical and 1 is red ball. So we have to pick, we have to draw 1 ball. It will be either blue or red, but very important, we have only 1 ball, only 1 red ball. If red ball is drawn, that is only 1 choice. If blue ball is drawn, we have 4 options. Maybe first one, or maybe second one, or third one, or fourth one. But red ball is, we have only 1 option, so it is not equally likely. Because equally, why it is not equally likely? Be picking a blue ball is more than picking a red ball. We have 4 options here, picking a blue ball, and we have red ball is only 1 option. Therefore, it is not equally likely. If it is 1 red ball is there, then it is equally likely. Otherwise, 4 blue balls are there, then it is equally likely. So this is the meaning of not equally likely. So please note down all the definitions by using textbook. Please don't neglect all these definitions. Okay, na? So these are the things, these are the basic concepts what I have discussed. Now very important stage on this lesson, that is very, very, very important. Let's note down, very important stage on this lesson, that is definition of probability. Very important. Complete chapter depend upon this or not. So I repeated many times all the definitions because of you only. Please don't neglect, listen one by one. Next, definition of probability. Yes, consider a random experiment. For example, yes, getting or throwing first. Consider experiment first, then consider event. Yes, a die is a die is thrown. I told you compulsory first you have to write yes, random experiment and the sample space. Write down all the possible outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I told you in earlier classes. So this is very important. Total number of possible outcomes I will write here. So n of s, which implies total number of possible outcomes. What is the meaning of n of s? Total number of possible outcomes. Now consider event, any event. For example, as getting a odd number. Getting a odd number. So call it as E1. As you know already, E1, E2, I mean events are denoted by E1, E2, E3 and so on. Yes, what are the possible outcomes satisfies this event? What are the possible outcomes? Now you select odd number, only odd number from this S. 1 is odd number, 3 is odd number, yes, 5 is odd number. Very simple. Yes, therefore, note down what is the value of n of E1? Yes, 3. 3 means don't write middle number. 3 means count the possible outcomes. 1, 2, 3. Sir, yes, sir. 3 means oh, middle number. No, not like that. You write in any order. Total number of possible outcomes which are satisfies this condition or this description or this event getting a odd number 1, 3, 5. Therefore, n of E1 is equal to 3. Now, very important. Definition of probability. Yes, very important. As P of E1. This can be read as P of E1. P means the chapter name. Probability of the event 1. Probability of the, I'll write here, no problem. Probability of the event E1. Yes, so how can you calculate now this one? This is very important. This is very important stage in this lesson. Listen carefully. P of E1, this can be calculated by using very simple formula. N of E1 divided by N of S. So N of E1 means number of, I told you already. So number of possible outcomes to the event E1 or number of favorable outcome, you can say, no problem, possible outcomes or favorable outcomes to the event E1 divided by N of S as total number of possible outcomes. Total number of possible outcomes. So therefore, P of E1 is equal to, yes, how many are there? Number of possible outcomes to the event E1, that is 3, divided by total number of possible outcomes 6. So this is equal to 1 by 2. So therefore, getting a odd number, the probability of getting a odd number is 1 by 2. I told you earlier, what is the meaning of probability? Probability means uncertainty can be measured mathematically. It is called as probability. So P of E1 is equal to 1 by 2. Okay na? Yes. A die is thrown. Definition of probability, I repeat once again. Consider a random experiment. A die is thrown. What are the possible outcomes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. N of S is equal to 6. N of S means total number of possible outcomes. Consider any event. I told you what is the formula to find total number of events, that is 2 of n. This is the formula to find the total number of events. 2 power 5, 2 power 4, 16, 32 and 64. 64 events can be right by using only this random experiment. No need to write all 64. So this is the formula. 2 power n. N means total number of possible outcomes. So getting odd number even, write down all the possible outcomes satisfies this condition 1, 3, 5. Therefore what is the value of n of even is equal to 3. Therefore P of even. So this is very important point in today's topic. This is very important. P of even. P stands for probability of the event E1, probability of event E1, probability of the event E1. So probability can be found by using this formula. This is very important. P of E1 is equal to n of E1 divided by n of S. So denominator is common for all the problems. When you are calculating probability, denominator is common. Denominator means total number of possible outcomes. Total number of possible outcomes. Only change in numerator, that is depend upon the possible outcomes. So n of E1, number of possible outcomes to the event E1 divided by n of S, total number of possible outcomes. That is P of E1 is equal to n of E1, that is 3 divided by 6, totally 3 1 ja, 3 2 ja. So the value of this one is equal to 1 by 2, 1 by 2. I told you many times. Now I am telling. So calculation, nothing in this chapter, only the concepts. Okay, so this is very important stage in this lesson. Okay, na? I repeat, probability, definition of probability. This is the formula. P of E1 is equal to n of E1 divided by n of S. I shall continue next class. Okay, thank you. Please go through once again all the definitions. Every day you should read, then it will be very easy, nothing calculation. Okay, I shall continue next topic in next classes. Thank you.